grabando. Y bienvenidos a todos. Aquí un nuevo directo. Continuamos de Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Bueno, un poquito donde lo dejamos. Que era especial Halloween y seguramente lo vamos a seguir extendiendo con algún juego más de terror. Una vez acabado este, que quiero empezar con el Alan Wake 2 y darle caña. Bueno, resumiendo anterior directo, estuvimos en Nueva Orleans, investigando el caso de un crimen en una mansión donde hay digamos que había unos secuestros y todo nos está llevando aquí. Entonces, bueno, al parecer hay un culto y se está llevando a gente, pero no se sabe exactamente para qué. Algo está pasando porque nos llevaron también a un psiquiátrico en Suiza. O sea, nos llevaron a varios sitios. Yo os recomiendo que os paséis por uno de vídeos que lo estamos resubiendo en el canal de YouTube, ¿no? Pues, siempre se agradece ese apoyo y nada, vamos a empezar. ¡Vamos! Weird.
Holmes, do you believe the sheriff that we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson. This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat.
Si lo que hay que hacer es investigar.
Shall we investigate the area?
¡Hostia! Y controles más mierda, ¿no? Para controlar.
Look, Holmes, fireflies!
¿Por dónde vamos? ¿Aquí? A ver. Espera. ¿Y el otro lado? ¿Qué hay? Hay que seguir a la luciérnaga. ¿A dónde coño? Es que no lo sé.
You're rowing like a professional, Watson.
University of London Boat Club. Silver medalist, 1874.
Una cabaña ahí. Joder, macho. Pues hemos estado ausentes unos días, ¿eh? Porque el último fue el domingo que hice directo.
How are you faring, Watson? Are you tired?
Not yet, but I've more than had it with these damn mosquitoes.
Mosquito. Que no sé dónde tengo que ir exactamente. O sea. ¿Este es el final? ¡Ah!
What was that, Holmes? Whatever, or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves.
Bueno, el culto, chaval. Yo me vuelvo para atrás. Que había una casa al otro lado. Vale. ¿Se puede parar aquí? Si no, y lo atravieso. No, tampoco es aquí. Joder, entonces me tengo que meter en el otro lado, tío. Y hay muchas luces. Ya verá, ya verá. Ya verá. Con los amigos de la verdad. Ya verá. Bueno.
Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
Bueno.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Un tronco, dice, verás tú.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
A shadow. Nothing more.
Y lo que hay ahí abajo es un caimán, ya verás.
If you told me when I binned your paper that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana Bayou...
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
Mira, hay que seguir las luces, como es un camino. ¿Cómo?
The air is getting thicker, almost suffocating.
The stench of death. All too familiar now.
Careful of the gators, Watson. It
Hostia.
is stupidity rather than courage to recognize.
Yo soy metido uno de los caimanes. Vale.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in
Había
there
un
than on
logro,
our
ojo,
boat. Let's go.
Por hacerlo, por eso lo he hecho. Oh, ¿cómo? ¡Míralo, míralo! ¡Míralo!
Careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Míralo, míralo.
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls. Come on, Holmes, give me the rifle. We shouldn't waste time.
Watson, stay calm but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
Joder.
That's vicious.
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
Nada, vamos para el bote y vamos a seguir con el piachuelo aquí con los caimanes.
That pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness.
Bien, hemos llegado.
This place gives me the shivers, despite the
Tierra a la vista. Hemos llegado a la isla. Esta persona sigue con vida, ¿eh?
Ashmat dragged Arneson here.
Tío, pero ¿por qué llevarse a este tío? O sea, es que no entiendo. Hostia, chaval.
Ugh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it.
A
Focus on our
fiery
task,
gathering of
so we may
passions
soon
and
leave all this behind.
Parece un tipo de culto o algo, ¿no? Ritual. Pues ya me lo. Pues nada. Ah.
The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson. Thankfully, it's not Arneson. Thankfully, it's not Arneson.
I should be glad we're out of the water, but I'm not.
A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep. The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time.
¿De acuerdo?
A simple rope. This is how those poor people were crucified. Days old and rotten. Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers.
No, que faltan 4 dedos.
The victim's left hand clawed at the soil.
Y aquí está la marca.
Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body.
A very body. ¿Cómo?
The tracks lead behind the stone slab. Only this indentation was spared from blood.
Una entrada, ¿no? Vale, por aquí no hay nada.
This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead.
Joder.
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. Bowls filled with blood.
Sí les da mirado.
A worn blade, but clean and without blood.
Vale, pues ya puedo... No. No, me sigue faltando algo más, ¿eh?
Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. The captive was dragged through hell. The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread. The prisoner's clothes tossed aside.
Me da a mí que sí, ¿eh? Podría ser, ¿eh? A ver.
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar.
Básicamente.
At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head.
Verás tú, verás
With
tú.
Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
¿Y qué es lo que tenemos? Sí, pero... Lo hizo, pero ¿cómo se activa esa mierda?
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
Anda.
Heavy and covered in blood.
Verás tú, verás tú. ¡Ontri! Con una aventura no podrás regresar una vez que te vayas. Tampoco hay mucho
Something
más.
is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
It's nothing, Holmes. I'll join you in a minute.
Ah, reúnete, vale. Joder, tío. Cosa más chunga. ¿Cómo? Ya me estoy metiendo, tío. Esto es una zona de Capitulo. Uy, entiendo el idioma. Me da la gana.
That's human skin and still warm.
Sí.
What's happening?
Mundo de la Yuppie.
Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
Otra vez aquí. Joder, qué coñazo de gente, te lo juro. ¿Cómo? Hay un paso abajo. Me tiro. Vamos con las mierdas del juego. Qué raro, ¿no? Hay una mano. Me tiro aquí. Vuelvo al mismo punto. Vamos a ver. ¿Hay algún ojo o algo? ¿Qué coño pasa? No hay nada. Ah. ¿eh? Vale, hemos activado toda esta mierda. Entonces volvemos otra vez. O no, no sé. ¿Para qué es esta parte? No entiendo nada. Nosotros ya hemos activado eso. Y nos da un paso. Y a lo que yo estoy pensando una cosa. Eso está al revés. Esto está al revés. Espera un momento. Hostia. O sea, y si esto es... Vale. Creo pensar que... ¿Cómo? Hijo de puta. ¡Ay! Algo por aquí. Joder.
And now, axes? What on earth for?
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué hachas ahora, tío? Joder. ¿Es superar las pruebas o algo? ¡Ey, oye! Joder, macho. Oh. ¿Cómo? ¡He dado la vuelta! da la vuelta. Que da la vuelta. Me tienen que matar las cuchillas. No, es que no sé. Cojones.
Now it is glowing, but why?
Porque te mata la que te tiene que matar. Bueno, como a cuchillo, tío, no sé. Bueno.
There's that glow again.
No. Ah.
I hope that was all. I can't take any more.
Era cuchillo, ¿no? Morir. Joder, macho.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming.
Sí, voy a buscarlo porque manda huevo. Oye, míralo.
Holmes, what are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
Que se le ha ido la
How
chaleta
did you
otra vez.
get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
Comprueba.
I just need a second, John.
A ver, yo tengo una pregunta. Uy, ¿qué es esto?
I need to focus on Arneson.
Él bajó por una zona y cogió un libro. Esto no estaba aquí. Ese ya está alucinado.
The unknown, beckoning, great one.
Uy, ¿qué le pasa?
Lightning!
I should examine him before he has another seizure. Cold sweat. 3 ribs fractured. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound. Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured. We can't get him to the boat in a state like that. It's dangerous to us and him. Please tell me there are no wheels inside Arneson.
Déjame olvidar, te lo robo, déjame olvidar.
Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal. Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use. Some kind of amanita mushroom. Extremely poisonous. Odorless, watery, and hard to identify. The nightmares these poor souls had to endure. I wonder what this language is. This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation. Salvia divinorum, provokes visual hallucinations.
Ah,
A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color. Hard to tell what it says.
eh. Vamos. Cojones. Esto es sustancia pegajosa marrón, fétida y sin fuerte olor a hierbas que puede que se haya quemado. ¿Gelatina? Ah. Y esto, busca esto en los archivos. Esto ya con un líquido sin identificar entre otras plantas tóxicas, es inoloro, acuoso y amarillo transparente. Líquido. Putrefacto. No. Qué raro, ¿no? Por ahí no dorme. Ah, el veneno de serpiente suele parecer agua amarillenta. No tiene impureza ni espuma. Varias gotas de veneno de serpiente diluidas en mezcladas con otras sustancias se puede usar como relajante muscular. Una gota de cada 36 kilos debería ser suficiente. Hijo de puta de la que tiene. Y me han dado el otro logro. Hostia.
The walls are spinning. Let me catch my breath.
Vale. Te le han metido esto. Y esto. El veneno de serpiente. Y... El ayujaja este. No, no. Habrá que hacer un sedante.
Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson. This should help soothe Arneson.
Anda, anda, anda. Le da un sedante para que se mueva. Para
I need some
relajarlo,
fresh air.
¿sabes? Imagínate.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Arneson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
Ah,
There. That seems to have calmed Arneson enough to be carried. We'll follow you out.
tema de las aguas de las aguas profundas. Anda, huevo. Vale. Buah, este está jodidísimo. ¿Cómo?
Free me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die. Filth in the eyes of our eldritch lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice.
Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Ya.
Holmes, are you all right? Here, let me help.
Esto le está afectando, bastante.
I'm fine.
Holmes? Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't... You're right.
Está en la mierda.
Let's
se
go,
va.
Watson.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Vamos. Que los ritos le están afectando.
Bon Dieu! Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. You know Lucy.
Belle from the nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart.
El poder del
I get
corazón. Bah.
Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him
Mierda,
space. Farewells are painful.
No. Tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne?
Ah, qué bonito.
I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny, I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes around here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
¡Hala! Capítulo 6. Uy, El libro del más allá. ¿Cómo que el libro del más allá? Hemos vuelto a Londres.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Y saca el
Nonsense,
revólver
Dr.
enseguida.
Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics in Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear, as rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
¿Qué le pasa? No está tan jodido,
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Ahora está creyendo de lo que está pasando. Es que es normal.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for all the details.
Otro hundimiento. ¿Qué coño pasa con los hundimientos? ¿Qué pasa, niño?
Cool. Thank you, sir. Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted.
No.
Get the strand. Get the true facts.
No, si la cosa está, si la cosa está fina. A ver, voy a explorar un poquito, a ver qué hay, a ver si encontramos. Bueno, veo que el mapa sigue estando lo mismo, modifican cosas, pero no... Pues también el palacio. ¿No? Hostia, lo del primer escenario. Madre mía. Anda que lo estuve rato ahí buscando yo. Joder, del periódico. A ver. Ah, coño, yo digo. Qué tormenta, chaval. Y parece que va peor, ¿eh?
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for the details.
Yo le voy a entregar el libro al notas este, a ver qué me dice. Uy, la floristería. Hola. Ah.
Dr. Watson, how nice to see you, despite the inclement weather. At least my flowers are enjoying the rainfall.
Oh.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How
Pues
can
se
I
pone
help?
nervioso este señor, tío.
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I've since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job. And
No,
now my
ha
heart
conseguido
is
su
full.
objetivo.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you
sabe lo que
procure
es.
this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely. For some reason, it makes my skin crawl.
El perrillo. Vamos a ver. Escoceses. Esto es Escocia. ¿Duques? Sin título, jefe de clan tampoco. Marítimo. Se alejó, pero es que o sea, Escocia me cuadra, pero no sé, ¿sabes? Mm. Mm. Mm, mm. Escocia me cuadra, pero periodo, es que título tampoco. ¿Logros? No diga, es que se alejó de una literaria familia, sugiere que uno de sus poemas. No digáis de mí que débil decliné los trabajos de mis mayores y que huí del mar. Vale. Mira, esto tiene que ser marítimo. Tiene que ser marítimo, porque si se alejó. Las torres de Dickman de los faros que encendemos. Ha dicho Escocia. Título, no tiene título. Y logro tiene que ser marítimo. Bueno, porque tiene que ser, a ver, o exploración o filántropo, pero no sé, tío, esta gente también. Es que en vez de... Claro, me queda claro del faro, pero... El otro no entiendo nada. A ver, vamos a pensar un momento. Vamos a pensar. Ay, no sabemos título, tío. Título no, porque no sabe. Tiene que ser periodo. A ver, hostia. 1810, ¿ves? ¿No?
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have
Scotland.
you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, West Coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
¿Cómo?
A moment, please. Spellbinding pages. Doctor, look what I just found.
¿Qué tiene?
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes, I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for
Leviathanes.
yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
You have been of great help, so yes.
Excellent. I could barely put it down. Farewell.
Le acabo de dar el libro.
A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.
Vale. Ahora bien.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Ya me está dando cositas. Caso nuevo el testigo solitario. Joder, ¿quién es que hace yo esto? ¿Esto qué coño es? ¿Dónde está ese señor? Un plan de la secta, verás tú la que se me va a liar.
Mr. Barnes is very sweet. We're getting engaged. He said he can provide...
Ah, que se van a
me
prometer.
with
Ah, qué bien.
tracking.
Mira.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Veo una manzana al lado de los tipos. ¿Cómo? Aquí es. Ah, aquí.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. A wasp's nest. They might attack if someone draws too close or are otherwise provoked. Much like London itself.
Coño.
Royal Berkshire Regiment. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin.
A ver. Antes se ve el carruaje avisante, se queda adentro y llegan cajas con oro de la casa de la moneda imperial japonesa. Le siguen descargar, se trata de la última caja interior.
A capital M signed by someone else's hand. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street. Near perfect camouflage. It makes me a map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction.
No, el hermano también tiene tela. Parece ser en la segunda planta hay algo, ¿no?
You had a visitor earlier. He seemed angry. This weather is so bad. Do you think a storm is coming?
A ver, espérate, a ver si...
Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest Strand at no cost.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I have found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Take care of your master.
I feel a bit strange, Doctor. Like I have a fever.
Verás tú que le va a dar algo por darle el libro.
May I ask you something?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Bueno, vamos a volver al apartamento.
Get the Strand, get the true facts.
Hombre.
Holmes, I have the translation. Barnes will keep researching. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes gave us a preliminary translation of the book. I think we have a lead.
Todo.
Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession, as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland.
Hay que partir hacia Escocia.
Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
Vamos. Oh, y nos vamos a un faro chungo. En una tormenta. ¿Cómo? El capítulo 8, el despertar. ¿Cómo que el despertar? Yo verás tú dónde me estoy metiendo ya. Y encima están todos los gilipeos del culto aquí. Joder, macho, qué mal rollo. A la tormenta. Oye, ¿he visto algo por debajo del agua? ¿O me estoy obsesionando?
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls.
Tío, este está jodidísimo, ¿eh? Dios, esta sin afectar, esta es la mierda, ¿eh? Pasa, pasa, mira, 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 mira.
These seas have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more then.
Se están cargando a gente y las están tirando ahí. Oh. El ritual del faro. El ritual del faro. Pues para el faro. Pues vaya tormenta, chaval. Mira. Es egipcio.
The door won't budge.
Ah, que no se abre la puerta. ¿Por dónde me voy ahora? ¿Qué pasa? Tengo que encontrar la puerta. Está por ahí, ¿no? Hay una puerta,
Barred and barricaded from the inside.
Vamos, que los cabrones se han atrincherado. Y hay luces arriba. No sé qué coño están haciendo arriba. Desgraciados. Yo no sé qué es peor, si, o sea, este señor cuántos casos ha tenido. Mira que hubo casos jodidos, pero esto ya es demasiado. ¿Esto qué?
Where did the shirt come from?
Eso digo yo.
An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century.
¿Es esto? Una puerta. Procutidora con surcos.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An
Ouroboros,
ancient
ya
symbol
está.
of eternal renewal.
Todo del Resident Evil.
Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone.
Porque
This
esa puerta
door
se abre.
requires a very specific key.
Y no tengo la llave, que no. Y tengo que ir a buscarla.
Holmes, look, there's a body here.
Not just any body, it's Ashmat.
The body is still soft to the touch.
¿Cómo que Ashman?
Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted. The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand.
Sí, el cabrón no la suelta.
Oh, his eyes are gouged out.
¿Cómo?
A broken chain. Something was attached to the
La
end.
llave.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
Tú esa extensa tenía. Saca los ojos, no me jodas.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back.
¿Qué es eso?
This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here.
He crossed the ocean twice for his cult, only to end up splattered on this rock. Seems everyone is disposable.
Vamos, fijamos esto. Yo no sé cómo detener el ritual. Que nos faltan pruebas. Claro, este cayó. A ver qué hay aquí. Cuidado, a ver si no... Aquí. Mira, aquí está.
Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use. Interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
¡Manda un logro! Encuentra todas las pruebas de la escena del crimen del acantilado. O sea que básicamente para conseguirlo había que tener el cuerpo de Asman y, bueno, en fijar pistas. Oh. Yo el cabrón la que lió en la casa, hijo de puta. Se cargó todo el personal. Lo ponemos allá. Bueno... Joder, macho, hay una cripta, tío. Uf, qué mala pinta. Qué mala pinta. Pista 2. Pista 2. Hostia, que hay unas criaturas que se llevan a gente. Ay, la madre que los parió. Los tenía encerrados. Hostia, mira, mira, mira. Son criaturas acuáticas. Y están encerradas. ¿Cojones?
An obsidian heart. Masterful work. This vessel is covered in dried blood.
Siempre hay sangre seca, tío.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help.
Y Ashman puede ayudar. Hijos de puta.
They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual. Sealed shut and seemingly for a long time.
Usan sangre fresca, ¿ves? Activan la palanca. Esto es en plan, oh, no sé qué. Como que se van moviendo, oh, no sé qué. Preparan sus cosas, van. Pues necesito al otro, vamos a sacarlo, vamos a cogerlo, anda. Y el cabrón este la que me dio.
Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine, take my flask.
Y es su termo. Vamos a detener el ritual chungo, vamos. Se pone la sangre. Se activa.
The lever doesn't want to stay on its own.
Sí, no se queda en el sitio. ¿Por qué no se queda en el sitio? Se clava el ojo. Sangre. Se abre la puerta. Se queda en el sitio. ¿Por qué no se queda en el sitio? La mierda esta.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
Sí, se ha abierto eso, se ha abierto eso. Cuidado, que de aquí vienen los bichos.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
The doors, Watson. Hold the doors.
¿Guacho, cabrón?
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use.
Esto.
Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.
A ver. Mira, ¿ves? Ellos están aquí. Como que se llaman cosas, ¿no? Esto es una... Uy, esto para mí. Madre mía. Y se activa.
Be ready for anything, Watson.
¿Qué pasa? Mira. Un cofre.
It's all right, Watson. It's merely a chest with coins and a dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it.
Uy, la daga, chaval.
Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it.
A ver. Esto se iguala.
Terrific. Now, onward before they close again.
Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
Ojalá, ojalá. Joder, no veo una mierda.
Holmes, say something. Are you all right?
I can't hold on.
Holmes, speak up.
¿Dónde está?
Holmes!
Uf.
Holmes!
Please, John.
Holmes, speak up.
Help me.
¿Cómo cojones este está convergiendo? ¿Dónde me ha salido?
Keep talking.
No avances, cabrón, espérate.
Sherlock?
No, voy mirando por aquí a ver si hay alguna cosa. Pues nunca se sabe.
Where are you?
Está por ahí.
Holmes! Where are you?
Yo cada vez se está poniendo intenso esto.
Holmes!
Ay, qué vuelta más rara, ¿no?
No! No, Sherlock, no!
¿Ha muerto? Hola.
It's calling me, John. I cannot bear it any longer.
Are you all right?
The abyss.
Holmes! Holmes, speak up.
Please, John.
Habrá que seguirle, porque
Holmes,
si no se me va la mierda.
speak up.
Please, John.
Holmes!
Help me.
Holmes! Holmes, speak up.
Please, John.
Por aquí, por aquí.
Holmes!
Please, John.
I'm coming! Keep talking!
Help. Please help.
Sherlock?
John. John, I'm falling.
I'm coming!
No caigas, no caigas.
Holmes! Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
¿Cómo?
The world, stars so distant, the sun inverts, the earth, it becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential, a shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
No, we are so close. We cannot.
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
With every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop, Rochester. We must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
Madre.
I thought that I'd seen horrors during the war, but this is complete Careful, Holmes.
Sir, are you all right? No response.
Madre. Mira, diario. La gente aquí tiene un po... Mira, mira, mira. ¿Cómo? Mira, mira. Tienes usando ya Hamakuya.
They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
Encapuchados.
Sherlock, don't touch it. We still don't know what it is capable of.
The base appears to rotate.
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
Hola. La lucecita.
The sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy. Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. Obsidian yet again. This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that.
Don't mind my trembling hands. It's not fear.
Yo te diría que el rayo.
Mad cultists, ancient ritual sites. Had I known where this case would lead, I would never have brought you to see Stenwick.
así. Hola,
That's it.
rompimos el
You
trance.
did it. The lens broke.
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure.
Of course, I'll see if they're all right.
Todos tienen buena pinta, ¿eh? No los veo yo muy finos, ¿eh?
Stop there, shipmates. A storm awakens and we've battened down the hatches.
Ah.
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a filthy, sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain. Sherlock, get down!
Watson, I only wounded him. Hurry, we must tie him up.
La disparo que hizo el herido. Y el cabrón,
You are
¿sabes?
fools. Tying me up won't stop the
No,
awakening.
ya lo tendremos ya.
My sanity is slipping away. I feel like I've been there.
Siempre hemos estado ahí.
All right, enough talk. Time for action.
Mira,
They made sure no one could enter through the main door.
uff. Esta es la entrada a la torre.
They
Coño,
modified the
tiene un
gallery
tío.
and watchroom. Khalid lenses are placed inside the lantern room. It seems they have placed beam emitters all over the main gallery. One moment, Watson. I'll redraw this blueprint. Hay for padding. They didn't want their cargo damaged.
Cojones, hay otro libro ahí. Hostia, el farero. Algo tiene que haber, ¿eh?
I know this company. They make Fresnel lenses, essential for any modern lighthouse lantern.
Contenedor de transporte, bien, bien. Pues joder, el Samuel sucio.
All right, enough talk. Time for action.
Vale.
Can't you feel it in your bones?
Ey. Debería dar lente de contacto. Algo tiene que ver.
The storm approaches. A storm so immense it will black out the sun forever.
Este tiene un problema muy grave. Este señor está fatal, Hacemos un parón rápido. Estamos en la recta final ya, ¿eh?
We shall apply what we just learned, charge the Khalid lenses, and break them with the dagger. That should put a stop to this cursed ritual.
All right, good. I confess, I worry about what awaits us. Is it too much to hope this will all come right?
If our future is black, it is better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. Come on. We'll go together.
Bueno. ¿Qué es esto?
Look at them all. We have to help them.
Watson, stop. Rochester will see you.
What should we do?
We get answers. Stay here, see to the lenses. I shall confront Rochester. He owes me the truth.
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Mr. Holmes, you are late. Was the path here not as you anticipated?
You expected me?
We've stood here before, Mr. Holmes. Another you, another me. Many years ago. I wonder what will happen this time.
What? What are you talking about?
Join me. Bear witness to the end.
Vale, hay que hacer lo de la lente, tío. No, tío, que se matan. ¿Cómo hago esto? Tiene que haber otro. Vale, tiene que haber aquí. Esto. No.
You cannot bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
How could you?
It is what I do.
No. How could you be so ignorant? For I have never seen more clearly than in this moment. Never felt more than I feel right now. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats just as our master rises below. I see moon beasts, night gaunts, a witch doctor in Arkham. I see what the stars themselves are dreaming. I know more than any man has ever known.
You are delusional. How did you do it? The compulsions, the visions, was it some form of hypnosis or no? A drug, perhaps? Tell me.
Ah! There is no ruse. There is no big reveal. It is exactly what it seems. You still fight so desperately against this truth, but you feel it too. Yes? Yes?
You are mad. You have mistaken hallucinations for reality.
Are you really want to talk, Mr. Holmes? Speak truthfully now. In the port, in the swamp, what did you see?
I saw only darkness, nothing more.
No! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here for the truth, then you are a diversion, but no more! Rulor Kanga! Oh, Master! Oh, Great One! He has come! Take me! Accept my sacrifice! The world is yours!
¡Se ha tirado, Antonio! Y hemos fallado.
You cannot bear... it is what I do.
The bite. I see.
You are delusional.
Ah!
You are mad.
Are you really one?
Something beyond the capacities of my imagination. A world so alien, but
so familiar. Yes, I see it too. In your mind's eye. Untold horrors lick their lips in the shimmering dreamlands as Sarnath sinks eternal.
¿Qué? Coño, se ha ido moviendo. ¿Cómo paso? Está bueno. ¿Cómo paso? Va a cerrar el paso. ¿Se mueven? ¿Se mueven? No, le da el botón que no era. Y me tiran. Yo que son desgraciados.
It's completely broken.
¿Cómo puedo pasar? ¿Me vas a hacer volver? Ven aquí. ¡No, y otro rayo! Se mueven, qué mal rollo, tío. han secuestrado aquí un ejército. Pero, hola, que su corromper ese. No puedo pasar, no me dejan pasar.
Something is missing here.
¿Qué falta? ¿No?
Interesting. This could prove useful.
Se lo puedo romper. Yo que se tiren por Dios.
What is the point? What are you hoping to achieve with all this slaughter? Do these people deserve such suffering?
They are just tools. Their existence is meaningless unless put to use. Oh, all-seeing master. Oh, grand God beneath. How he has blessed them with purpose.
You use them for cruelty.
I've seen a man eat his own flesh just to hear the whispers of lizards. I've seen a mother behead her newborn that she might travel to another world. Galaxies swallow each other whole. Light folds in on itself until nothing remains. You know not cruelty, Mr. Holmes. Cruelty is for such knowledge to be beyond the reach of so many!
This is hubris delusion. You are Icarus flying too close to the sun.
No, no! You misinterpret the legend, Holmes. Icarus flew! He reached heights no man had ever reached. One must imagine Icarus happy.
He burned. Rochester plummeted to his death.
And were you to ask him of his choice, he would have not a single regret. Every step I took was necessary. Every drop of blood a blessing. Every death predestined. Surely you understand. It was for knowledge. The only thing worth living for. Why must you remain so blind? Be honest. What is it you fear?
I'm afraid that it will cost me my sanity, much as it has cost you yours.
There is no such thing as sanity. There is only the world as it is, and one's willingness to accept it.
Ya me han encerrado otra vez. ¿Qué está pasando? Que se maten entre ellos. Pero a este no le engancho. Va a tener que ser esto. No, no sé, porque claro, es que aquí... Pasa, como los niños. ¿Cómo? Le queda muy poquito a este.
You truly believe it? That a god arises from below that the world shall end?
There is only nothingness. Only chaos and torture and endless time, stretching its wings, baring its teeth.
It's preposterous. It's nonsense. It's... You've drugged me. The fumes in the temple, narcotics, a bad reaction. Or you're one of my cross agents. This has the stink of my brother all over it. No, wait. Of course, I am dreaming in the asylum. In Black Edelweiss, tied to a chair.
You are standing right here, Holmes, as you always do.
You said that before. You said we had met, but I've never seen you before in my life.
The cycle repeats. Old becomes new, and we remain pawns in the hands of a god. Submit! Submit to your inconsequence!
It is unthinkable.
It is undeniable.
I cannot.
When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Now, Holmes! Now is the moment! You know it in your heart! Say it! Say it!
It's real. All of it. It's real.
Yo no le tiene que quedar mucho ya esto. El ritual de los huevos. Me está haciendo tardado. Hombre, por fin.
Maybe your god is unstoppable, but you are merely a man. And I know how to stop you.
What do you mean? What have you done?
I have made a friend.
Yeah!
Bajo del ritual.
No! Curse you! Oh, great one, forgive me!
It is over, Rochester.
I thought this time would be different. But the gods laugh at man's arrogance. Sherlock, come back down! The wave!
Come with us. Turn yourself in, save yourself.
The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you. The final problem approaches, and you too shall fall. Sherlock, please!
Rochester, don't!
Such heights we reach! No!
Se ha tirado.
God! Sherlock, we must get inside! I have to see it, John. I have to know.
¿Hay algo de verdad ahí? Hemos detenido el ritual.
Apologies, did I rouse you? I could relocate to the study, but I wanted to be at hand should you need me.
No. The sound of your keys. It is my tether back to the waking world.
I find writing of our adventure helps me too. Perhaps at some point you could read it and tell me if it accords with your memory. There are moments in our journey that only you were privy to. Your encounter with Gygax, your visions with Light of the Abyss, your confrontation with Rochester.
No.
Pardon me?
Do not publish it. It would be professional suicide. You would be a laughingstock, a fabulist, concocting penny dreadfuls for the unwashed masses. And I would no longer attract a distinguished clientele, but madmen convinced I could connect them to their deceased relatives or help them capture a fairy.
Ah. It doesn't seem to get any better, does it?
When I close my eyes, John, I am falling. Falling into a black abyss. It is endless and suffocating and unforgiving. I would give for a dreamless night.
Pero que yo me entere.
It's going
Todo
to be
es-
all right, Sherlock.
What is that?
¿Había una
It will
deidad o
help
no?
you rest.
No, not that.
toda la
No.
alucinación.
No. I say, Watson,
Nada, Mimi.
would you be afraid to sleep in the same home as a lunatic, a man with softening of the brain, an idiot whose mind has lost its grip?
Not in the least.
That's lucky.
¡No! No quemes el relato. Pues ya lo hemos acabado. Por fin. Pero sigo teniendo la duda. ¿Es real? ¿Todo aquello era real? O sea, es decir... O sea, estaba todo montado. Pero esa deidad estaba. Porque yo no la... O sea, esa deidad estaba ahí. Pero claro, se han visto cosas. Pero claro, y esas alucinaciones. Está ese problema. Esa duda de que si eran alucinaciones a raíz de los químicos y de esas cosas, o sí que había algo detrás. Hombre, fue el grimorio. Pero bueno, eso estaba ahí. O sea... Hostia. Es que esto es lo que me llamó de este juego, que me... O sea, que ya de por sí los juegos de Sherlock me gustan. Añadirle lo que es este toque de misterio con terror cósmico, como es el caso de algo tan... Una criatura tan conocida como es Capitulo, ¿no? Muy popular, que se ha hecho popular durante muchos años y que ha salido, bueno, han salido muchos juegos idénticos y tal. Y claro, estamos hablando de uno de los una deidad muy conocida del escritor Lovecraft, que tiene otros. Pero siempre ha estado la duda ahí, ¿sabes? De si existe o no, ¿no? Nunca se sabe. Mira cómo se juega capítulos. No, mira. Ah, se puede... Ostras, se pueden repetir capítulos. Son 8 capítulos que tiene el juego. Y se tarda un rato, ¿eh? Pasarlo. Así que nada. Bueno, pues Sherlock Holmes El Despertar lo hemos acabado. Espero que os haya gustado. No, a mí me ha encantado un montón, me ha gustado. Aunque me hubiera esperado ver algo así en toda esa ola de mar. Ver algo, ¿eh? Porque eso no era ni medio normal. Y todos esos cánticos y todo eso que tenían de rituales y tal, ahí había algo. Lo que pasa es que no se ha visto. Si había una criatura o no. Se han visto figuras, se han visto signos, se han visto dibujos, pero no se ha visto nada presencial. Por esa parte, una lástima. Pero viene el juego. Bien. Así que bueno, por aquí ya hemos acabado el directo. Espero que os haya gustado. Ya me iréis comentando. Lo resubiremos todos los vídeos en el canal de YouTube. Dale a seguir ahí, comentar. Estamos en redes sociales. Tenéis los enlaces en el vídeo de Twitch. Y nada, nos vemos en el próximo directo. Disfrutad de los videojuegos y hasta la próxima. Chao.